Welcome to the Live Wide Open podcast. I'm your host, Randy B. Ramirez, also known as Wide Open Randy, and I'm here to lead you to become the best version of yourself. This show helps raise the bar for all the motorsport enthusiasts, those who want more out of life, those who want to do more, those who want to be more, those who love the thrill, the joy, and the connection of what these high performance engines bring into our lives. Because holding on wide open is just what we do. Being a great person is who we are, and living our lives to the fullest is the lifestyle that we choose. Today, we're going to be talking about the 10,000 hour rule and how you should just focus on showing up. Like, it's not about perfection, it's about consistency, right? And so, never underestimate how far the daily actions can take you when you multiply them over long periods of time. They truly can be life-changing for you because time is going to pass us by no matter what we do, right? So might as well put the time to good use. Like, if it's going to pass us no matter what, why not put the fucking time to good use? Makes sense to me, doesn't it to you? You see, it's not an accident. Like, what I meant to say there is success does not happen by accident. Actually, it rarely ever does happen by accident. It takes hard work to create success. It takes perseverance. It takes learning. It takes studying. It takes making sacrifices. And most of all, it really just takes loving what you are doing, because to truly be successful at something, or whatever it is that you want to put here in the quotation marks, you're going to have to put in many hours in order to achieve the success that you want, right? And if you don't like what you're doing, then it's going to become very hard for you to actually create that success for yourself. Like, it's already hard as fuck to succeed. I ain't here to sugarcoat anything. It truly is. That's why not everyone succeeds, because if it was easy, everyone would be doing it, right? So make sure that you pick something that is going to be worth it to you, right? Like, this 10,000 hour rule that we're going to be talking about today is all about consistently showing up for yourself, right? And these principles, they apply to both your personal and your professional life. Like, it's all about growth with this principle that we're talking about today. And like, this 10,000 hour rule concept was really popularized by a gentleman called Malcolm Gladwell in his book, The Outliers, right? And so the core idea of the book is that mastery in any field requires roughly 10,000 hours of deliberate practice. I'm going to say that again because you're like, ah, yeah, 10,000 hours, yeah. But like, man, let that shit sink in, right? So like, the core idea of this book is that mastery in any field, it requires roughly 10,000 hours of deliberate practice, right? So I don't know if you ever done the math before, or maybe when I said the number 10,000, you already start doing numbers in your head and like, how long is it going to take to reach 10,000? Because that's how I work. And so let me help you put things into perspective with how much time it takes to truly become one of the fucking greatest out there, right? Assuming that you're just putting in 1 hour a day, every single day, that's 10,000 days to reach the 10,000 hour mark, or 27.4 years by only doing an hour a day. Now let's bump it up. Let's say you're doing 2 hours a day, every single day. In order to reach that 10,000 hour rule, it's going to take you 5,000 days, or 13.7 years. It's crazy. Let's keep stepping it up. Okay, let's say you're a little bit more. You're going to put in 3 hours a day, every single day. That's still 3,333 days, or 9.2 years. Let's keep taking it up a notch because these numbers are getting interesting. Assuming you're doing 4 hours a day, every single day. To get that 10,000 hour mark, it's going to take you 2,500 days or 6.8 years. What about if you do 5 hours a day, every single day? That's 2,000 days or 5.5 years. It's crazy how long this takes, right? Let's say that you're like, man, I'm an overachiever. I'm going to do 8 hours every single day. That's a pretty much standard work day. But you're going to do this every single day. And to hit that 10,000 hour mark, it's still going to take you 1,250 days or 3.4 years to hit that mark, right? And so these are all numbers just based on you showing up consistently every single day. It's not like, oh, I'm going to do it today and I'm not going to do it tomorrow. Like, no, it's all about showing up every single day. And look how long it's still taking. We started with 27.4 years at 1 hour a day, and we went all the way to 3.4 years at 8 hours a day, assuming that you're showing up for yourself every single day. Like, why do you think Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant, like those guys practice so much? Like, those guys were fucking top dogs in their career. Which, because to be one of the greatest, it takes relentless practice. It takes having a relentless practice regimen. And it takes going all in with your craft and knowing that it's going to take some fucking time of you showing up for yourself every single day. So the next time that you start really beating yourself up because, oh man, it's just taking too long. It's taking longer than I think. It's taking longer than really I expected to be good at something. Like, remember these numbers that I just mentioned to help put things into perspective for you, right? It truly takes a long time to be fucking a master at your craft. And so the reality is that we need quality practice. And quantity alone won't do it because not all practice is equal. It takes deliberate practice with feedback and focus to become one of the fucking greatest out there, right? And so this is really why it's important for you to have interest and passion towards what it is that you're working on achieving, right? Because to sustain that long-term practice, to sustain that consistency that will lead you to obtain massive growth in your life, in your field of choice, it's gonna take a lot of effort on your part. So you better make sure that you really like what you're doing, because it's gonna fucking take a long ass time, right? And I want to highlight something, because success has no guarantee. It truly doesn't, right? So like, just because you hit the 10,000 hour rule mark, like, no, this is just a guideline that I got off of a book. And a lot of people talk about this, and a lot of people that actually know it's all about putting into work, they abide by it because it truly is a good rule of mark. But it's just a guideline, right? It's not a magical number that once you hit it, boom, you're successful. Like, success also depends on factors like your opportunities, like your access to resources, and truly your ability to put in like your grit, like your passion, like how you're going to show up every single day in order to build your talent towards your craft, right? So like, know that nothing will ever happen if you don't show up. Like, I truly won't. Like, take that in. A lot of people's like, man, I'm not getting to the success I want. It's taking too long and this and that. But then analyze yourself. Analyze how you've been showing up. Analyze what you've been doing, and then see, have I been consistent? How many hours have I been putting in a day? And then do a quick calculation. I mean, based on the numbers I tell you, it can take anywhere from 3 to 20 to almost 30 years, 27 point something years. It's fucking crazy, right? So my friend, the power of consistency is real. Like, you can't just sit around and wait for the perfect moment, because all that will do is lead you to inaction, right? Like, you have to be willing to show up consistently, even when the conditions aren't ideal. Because the truth of the matter is that conditions most of the time will not be ideal, right? Small, consistent actions over time lead to significant results. Like things like daily exercise, or building your mind, building your body, or learning a new skill, or building a business. Like, that all takes a lot of time. But when you put in the power of the compounding effect together with like showing up for yourself every single day, over the long run, the results will start to show. It's just part of how it works. You show up for yourself every single day, and you add the compounding effect of time. Over the long run, you're gonna fucking succeed, no matter how long it takes. If you're willing to go long enough, you're gonna fucking succeed. And let me tell you that showing up for yourself, especially on the toughest days, is when it's the most important. It truly is, man. Like when you don't want to do it, when you don't want to feel it, when you're like, oh, I'm just going to skip today. Those are the most important days for you to show up. That's where your mental toughness and your resilience, it builds up. That's when it strengthens the most. That's when when you start building that internal belief, because your mind was trying to trick you. Your mind was like, oh, today's not the day. Oh, today we're not going to do this. Oh, today is this. But you fucking did it no matter what. And so your confidence and discipline is built from the regular effort that you put in, whether you want to do it or not. It truly is. And so this is a long-term game won with short-term actions. Like you want to break down your goals into manageable daily tasks. Like remember, short-term goals pave the way for your long-term ones. That's a little hack. When you think about the things are taking too long or things are going to this, all right, just break that down to the smaller goals and see what you can do right now that will fall in line with the long-term goals, right? And so create a routine for yourself. Like having a structured schedule can really help you stick to the plan. Like it does that because it just takes out the guesswork on what you need to do. Like, and on the days when you don't feel like it, all you have to do is follow the plan. And having an accountability system is really critical for long-term growth. Like, ain't nothing like having an accountability system, because it's very easy to not show up for yourself when no one is there. But when you have someone checking in on you, when you have someone that's like, oh, I gotta let this guy know how it went, or this guy's checking up on me to see if I did show up, it goes a lot farther because you have someone that's invested in you, right? And so like get yourself a mentor, get yourself a coach, or at the very least, get yourself an accountability partner who will help you stay committed to what it is that you're working on achieving. Like free accountability, like I'm gonna say this because I've had these and they're great and I can't take them for granted. But free accountability friends, they're cool, they work, but they aren't as invested in you. And typically over time, what happens is that most will not provide you with the genuine support that someone who is getting paid to do will. And they're not doing that because they don't care for you, but they just do that because, they have other important things. They have life, they have this. And so while at the beginning they might check up on you, over time, it starts to fall off because they don't have an invested interest, right? And so if you feel like I'm able to help you, my friend, never hesitate to reach out. Send me a DM. I'm here to talk. I'm going to leave you with this quote from Zig Ziglar. You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. So I challenge you to commit to showing up for yourself daily for the next 30 days. Just commit. It's only 30 days, right? And then when you prove to yourself that you hit the 30 days, you're like, oh, fuck, that's right. I get it 1 month, 30 days. Let's go. When you hit that goal, and be like, oh, I'm going to go for round 2. I just got 30 days. Let's go for round 2. I'm going to go for 60 days. If you continue right after the 30 and you go another 30, that's going to be 60. And then when you finish the 60, you finish round 2, after that, continue building on your momentum. And then be like, oh, I'm already 60 days in. Why not just hit the full 100? Right? Because by then, you're going to already be way more than the halfway mark. You're going to be already fucking have some massive momentum. And 100 days seems to be a pretty good number. Like, I've really dedicated myself to new goals and to new ways and to new lifestyle approaches. And when you hit the 100-day mark of consistent showing up for yourself every day, just something clicks inside of you and you're like, yo, I'm fucking on fire. This is ingrained in me already, right? And so just remember, commitment over convenience every single fucking time, and you will show up. Every time when you don't want to show up, just be like, yo, commitment over convenience. It might not be convenient right now. I might not be feeling it, but I committed to this. And I'm going to show up for myself. And my commitment to myself is more important than anything. So I'm going to show up. Mastery and success are not just about time spent, but about consistent, deliberate effort. You got this shit. My friend, let's fucking get to work. Yo, I'm driving the checkered flag deep into the ground and I'm calling out all the motorsport enthusiasts who want to improve their situation. Let's break free from all the crap that's been holding us back and let's become the badass motherfuckers that we're all meant to be. Breaking the stereotype is exactly what we're here to do. This movement is called Live Your Life Wide Open, and helping others level up is the mission that God has tasked us with. Join me on this journey while we empower our people to do more and to be more. And if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that button so that you never miss another episode. And if you connected with today's message, please share this on your story and tag me at Wide Open Randy, because those are the actions that help more gearheads to see and hear about this podcast. And ultimately, that's how we grow our community even more. I'll catch up with you guys on the next episode, but till then, live your life wide open, my friends. Peace.